I'm Chung Nguyen with Gotta Be Mobile and Notebooks.com at CES 2011 at the Asus booth. Today we have Will Chung from Asus Tech. He's a product manager, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Eee Slate EP121, which is a Windows 7 tablet. Will, can you tell us more about the tablet that you have here on display?
Sure. You can start from the outside. This is a 2.5 pound Windows Slate. It runs full Windows 7 Home Premium. As you can see, it's really thin and sleek. And we have starting from the peripherals, we have 2 USB ports and 1 SD card slot. So you can go with extra storage with this one. There's a HDMI mini here, which is great if you want to take it to the meeting rooms and make presentations right out of the box. And you can select a huge selections of adapters to go with this without paying the extra premium. So we have volume here, so volume up and down. This would be the adapter. And on this side, this is the power slot. Because we're using solid state, the power on and off is really quick. Okay. So I believe the boot up speed is somewhere around 17 seconds, and the shutdown time is 15, and it goes to sleep and wake up in just seconds.
How big is the solid state drive on this device?
We have 2 configurations. One is 32, and one is 64.
Okay, so 32 and 64 gigabytes.
Exactly. This button is is to invoke, to bring up the keyboard.
Okay.
Bring up the virtual keyboard, which I will show you in just a second.
Sure.
This is the screen lock. Okay. So
it locks the accelerometer.
Because this is a tablet, and now the way I use it is mostly in portrait.
Okay.
But you can also put it here, and it becomes a laptop. So it would be nice to have a lock switch handy at all times. So which it does here. So on the front end, this is the IPS screen, 12-inch IPS screen.
12-inch display.
Yeah, 12-inch display, IPS. So the view angle is great from all angles.
Right.
All right.
So near 180-degree viewing angle.
Yes, exactly. You can see here.
Right.
And this is Gorilla Glass. So it will withstand all kinds of touches and impacts.
What's the display resolution on this one?
It's 1280 by 800.
1280 by 800?
Yes. Okay. Multi-touch, as you can see, so I'm going to lock up it here.
So now we have the orientation lock, so it's not going to tilt into landscape,
so
right?
Yeah, you can hold it like this, it will go away.
So it does have an accelerometer for tilting.
It does. Okay, so this is where I use it. So it fits nicely like this. And the weight is okay, you can feel it. 2.5 pounds. I mean, it's gonna fit nicely like this.
Right.
You can use sitting down in your cubicle, or you can walk around in the meeting rooms making presentations, showing documents to your colleagues, your bosses maybe, your clients. And on this side, we have a holder, and if you pull it, you'll see we have a Wacom pen here.
So it has a Wacom active digitizing pen.
Yes. The Wacom digitizer has both ends. One, this is an eraser, and this is the pressure-sensitive nib. And since this is Gorilla Glass, it won't wear off. You will leave nothing in here. Right?
So no scratches, basically.
No scratches, yes. And we support multi-touch, so when you're browsing the website, just do this. You see it larger.
So gestures such as pinch and zoom are supported.
We support every Windows 7 multi-touch gestures.
Great.
And what's great about this is, if you don't like this, you can always touch here, and it goes back to 100%. Okay. And if you want to type in a URL, say you want to search Bing, just click here, and you will have a Windows 7 input panel, which supports both the virtual keyboard. The size is pretty good if you use pen, and you can just write here. So say Gala mobile. See, there you
So
go.
very accurate inking
Yeah,
input.
and you notice there's a pressure,
Right.
so it really reflects how I write. Pen strokes is exactly how I would write on paper. And I hit enter. See?
There we are right there.
Yeah, and the page really refreshes very quickly. So barring the Wi-Fi connectivity, which is not that good in CES,
Right.
but it can bring up a whole lot of tabs. Tab is not that great if you do it in portrait, but if you do it in landscape, you can see in switching tabs, it's really fast. Say I go to Google.
What's the processor on this one?
It's a Core i5. Let me
Is this
show
the
you.
new Sandy Bridge second generation Intel
No,
core?
it's Arendelle. Arendelle.
So it's the first generation.
Yeah, let me bring it up right here. I click on system. You can see right here, it's a Core i5. It's got a low voltage version, right? With 4 gig of RAM, 64 of solid states shown here. We are running 64-bit operating system with pen and touch, 2 touch points. So the good thing about low voltage is the temperature of the slate won't go anywhere around high.
Right.
And I barely hear the fan going on anytime.
Also, it saves on battery life, right?
Yeah, it saves on battery life.
What's the battery life on this device?
It really depends on what you're doing. But like regular work stuff, it's around 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours with
Yeah.
full Windows, right?
Yeah, with full Windows. If you do just reading documents, it could go longer.
Right.
But if you're like editing videos, you get less. But it's a good thing because I mean, I usually use this in a work setting, so it's moving around my office. So I wouldn't worry too much about battery because I always have a charger around.
Right.
Yeah, and it's still great with the charger, plugged in, and you hold it like this.
So what's this button right here on the right-hand side? This
Because this is a real Windows,
Right.
and I could be running 20 Windows out there. So this button revokes the Flip 3D that comes with Windows, which is really handy if you have really a lot of Windows going on.
So it's like a task switcher, basically.
Yeah, so and this probably is the most fancy task switchers out there on tablet. So, and this is RH. So you can see I'm running browsers with a lot of tabs out there, and also this RH, which is a great art tool.
And then this supports pressure too, right, with the
does.
Wacom digitizer.
Yeah. So you see, we have a lot of strokes in this program, and let me bring you a pen which shows. What's going on here? Let me bring a new blank screen. Get closer.
Well, that's loading. Is there just one camera on the front, or are there 2 cameras on this one?
No, there's only one camera facing front, which is good for video
chat,
conferencing. Yes.
Skype, and all that.
See, shouldn't be this bad.
I think it's just we have a lot of apps and programs running right now, and it's a demo unit, right?
It could be the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure. We show a demo on the stage,
Right.
and we're running 1080p video alongside Photoshop, running like multiple filters, and then everything was smooth. So it could be this machine has been taking a lot of hits today,
Right.
but
Availability and pricing, do you have that information right now?
I'll show you the Microsoft Slate. If you do all the Windows, Microsoft Office supports pen nicely.
Right.
That's the beauty of Microsoft products. And as you can see, you can have a ink pen tool right here, and the stroke is super fast.
Right, that's great.
Yeah. So what I do with this is I take documents, I can write on it, I can make annotations, and this really works great if you put it in a portrait like this. It's like really working on a pen and paper.
Right.
And if you need your virtual keyboard, just hit this button. It just come up right here. So say, okay, now I have a pretty good keyboard to work with. If I don't have this, and this works great when I'm writing a document, and this is good when I'm just putting a little bit of annotations, entering documents and stuff.
Okay, well, really briefly, do you have pricing and availability for this?
Okay, so right now it's going on. It's on sale right now on Amazon. I don't know if I have it here. I don't. Okay, so we have two configurations. One is with 32 gigabytes of solid-state storage and 2 gigabytes of RAM, and that one is $9.99. And the other one would be 4 gigabytes of memory and 64 gigabytes of solid-state storage, and that one is $10.99.
Great. So it's available today right now? Or?
It's already available and it's sold out on Amazon already. We're out of stock.
Great. And this is the Eee Slate EP121 Windows 7 tablet with
Yes.
inking and active digitizing technology from Wacom.
Yes.